it really covers my first year in LA.
All right.
So the journey of the whole film is my first year.
Okay.
And like you're right, I had this quintessential deal in Hollywood. And we always have these dreams, and you work, and then the day finally comes, right? And then the day came, and at 9 o'clock in the morning, I had this $1 million check that was promised to me.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the day, the deal fell apart, and I was homeless, right? So what do? I could give you the sophisticated answer right now and say that I had this thing all figured out, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But that's your superpower. See, ignorance is a superpower, because when you're ignorant, you don't know when to be scared. You don't know the fear that you're in. You know what I'm saying? So it was really like the ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
That really was my superpower. I just had a big imagination. So when I look back on the journey and say, what gave me the wherewithal to think, don't go home, stay here to figure out this jungle of a maze, I just went on my gut. I had this voice that kept talking to me, which we all have, right? And I just was really brave enough to follow my intuition. And I was just too stupid to know when danger was around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's how it was like my superhuman power was I was ignorant. So I know probably in school they preach education, but I preach ignorance because that was my superpower.
There are a couple of things I have jotted down. Again, okay. I was watching the trailer. Now
look, you see me coming here, I got on tortoiseshell glasses. I got on Egyptian cotton, and I have on the finest linen. That guy may know what he's talking about, right? But truth be told, I may not know anything I'm talking about. But you're going to at least give me a shot. So think about all the opportunities that, especially in this new generation with these young guys who don't know anything about class or just dressing a certain way, just so they don't get like X'd out before they even get a shot, right? So I said, when people see me, they need to remember me like they remember James Bond, because people fall in love with fantasy. I mean, at the end of the day, I got a saying, back me up on this, Sultan. Let's make it sexy, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it sexy, because life is better sexier. Life is better prettier. You know what I mean? And so if we can just do a little bit, our part, say, when I walk in this room, I respect this room enough to be dressed appropriately. That was at least getting me past the initial door. Now, I still had to, figure out what I'm going to do next. But at least to get past the door, I said, when I meet someone, we only have one first impression. I really wanted to really put an emphasis on how important making a first impression is.
Mm-hmm. Is that why, just to come back to one of the...
And one says, one's talented and one's not. Well, most people in Western world, they say, well, Beyonce has all the talent in the world, and we don't know how Kim Kardashian did it. She has no talent, but she's a billionaire. Well, I say, actually, Kim Kardashian is way more talented than Beyonce, because she got $1 billion. She ain't shown shit. I mean, excuse me, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Completely relate.
So it's like there was some type of mental understanding of self-worth that one had to do. So when I make that statement that influence is currency, because if I can influence you to think a certain way, if I can influence you really through my being an example yourself to dress a certain way, eat a certain way, have a healthy lifestyle, well, I can attach a cash register to that at any point. And so that's why I always say that the influence is currency, because if I was to win a lottery and then I lose it off, something happened, and I had no way to get it back, well, I'm pretty much in a bad situation, right? But if I was to have influence, I can come up with 1,000 good ideas that I can keep repeating over and over again. So that's why I say that I think that the influence is the currency.
That's probably the reason many people are...
How excited you are?
I'm excited to be here because I think that this part of the world is the future. I think this part of the world is the future. I remember being in LA, and during the Oscars, I would be with so many Bollywood actors who would come over, and Priyanka Chopra and Priyanka Bose. I remember when Lion was nominated for the Oscar, and I was with the cast. And I said, yo, I got to get over there. You know what I mean? Like, it's too much exciting, cool things going on over there. And so now I'm finally here. And this is all a part, when I think about part 2, I'm in the middle of shooting part 2, I want to embed all this part of the world in part 2. And so in part 1, it's really about this kid's journey from Memphis, Tennessee to Hollywood, and sort of, puts the American world and his apparatus. Well, part 2 is 10 years later, and I'm on the opposite side of the world, as you can see. You know, and so it's Gatsby Randolph 10 years later from where part 1 leaves off, and now understanding the similarities and just really people, right? Like, we pretty much all want the same things. And I think that this film shows an example of all of our similarities. And I'm just the vehicle that you see this through. I'm just your lens of everyone who can't go to India, can't go to Italy, or can't go to Dubai. If you watch this film, you step into Gatsby Randolph's shoes, and then you get a chance to see the rest of the world, right? And see really our similarities.
This is the last question to you. क्या plans है Gatsby को लेके अहमदाबाद में कल आज परसों क्या होने वाला है? कहाँ लेके जाने वाले हैं उनको?
Is there an itinerary in place?
Like he'll be visiting to Gandhi Ashram,
Correct.
and then maybe he'll try some street food and walk around in the street.
Alright.
Then tomorrow, like he'll be visiting the Moka Museum, Gandhinagar,
Okay.
and maybe some discussion about like some international art show and all. Like we'll some discuss and
When
he'll try Gujarati food. He's very much keen on trying.
I am, but I just want to go with the people. I don't know who got Instagram, can put this out there. I just want all the people. I want aunties, kids, fathers to meet me in the streets of India. You know what I'm saying? I want to have 10,000 people. We walking through the street. And I want to experience India with the people. I want 10,000, 20,000 people. I'm very protected here, so I don't worry about that. I want as many people as possible to walk through the streets and have a Gatsby Randolph day with me in India. So,
Also, he's excited to see the stadium,
Alright.
and Modi Stadium, so that he can, you know.
yeah.
Great. Have you ever experienced Gujarati people at USA?
Say that again.
Have you ever experienced Gujarati peoples at USA in USA?
Have you met like
Los Angeles, have you
Gujaratis?
come across Gujarati
Yeah.
people from the Gujarati community in US?
I don't know, to be honest with you, because I've never, I'm sure I have, I just didn't know what region of India, from my own ignorance, you know? From my own ignorance. So that's why I'm, again, blessed to be here today and get the full experience. I don't even want the American version, I want the real version. I'm here with the people right now.
It's great to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'll have loads of more fans from India due to your visit here?
Yes, and people have been hitting me up. However they found out about me, they know I'm here. My phone has been ringing, and I just keep telling them I'm going to be in the streets today. Come meet me in the streets today. You know, yeah, I'm in the streets today, so that's what I keep telling them.
अजय सर आप कुछ बताइए आपका जो दूसरा शौक हमने सुना एक आर्टिस्ट के तौर पे तो
Like this, it is a journey. Like I and Gatsby are collaborating, and like his film, Hollywood ideas and ambition and dreams, plus his curatorial power. Like he curates art shows across the planet, and really important shows. So. So ऐसे ही like by chance we met and we become very close friend, and he's here. So ऐसे ही like it's a journey, like you know, ignorance is a bliss. You meet somebody and you know, without any calculation or planning,
This is destiny.
this life flows like this, you know. That's the beauty of, I am feeling blessed that other guests have also come and we are together. This moment is precious for all of us. Each day is like, so let's celebrate it.
yes. Thank you.